Hello friends, it is Kelly and I have missed 2 weeks, so sorry. However, this is my fastest time coming back. So, I realized as I was going through a lot of the messages that I have comment-wise on TikTok, Instagram, and I'm always asked where I get my clothing from. And to be honest, there are quite a lot of different places. I did make a video of this back about 10 years ago now, and I feel like my answer has somewhat stayed the same but also somewhat changed. I used to shop a lot from Killstar, and I will every now and again. However, it is not my main place of buying clothing. So I figured we could go through a bunch of different places that I buy clothing from, show you the style of clothing that I get from them, and an example of how I would pair that outfit. And then we can kind of go from there. I have a lot of clothing that is vintage that I will pair with different things. I love a black vintage night slip. I will wear those as dresses. Not only are they comfortable, but they're so breezy during the summer, and they're a really good piece to layer with. And I've been wearing one specific one for, I want to say, about 5 years now. This particular dress is a vintage dress called the Olga gown, and I do pair it with this robe. Some clothing is from Killstar. The Killstar outfits that I get are ones that I can try to use for everyday dresses, something that I can use at work, or if I need a little something that I can layer with and spruce up. I have really been loving jumpsuits lately, so I tried out one of theirs, and I will say it's super comfortable, but again, I try not to buy too much from them just because I feel like the vibe has really changed from whenever I was obsessed with them in 2016. That being said, I will still purchase their outfits. I will still use them as a really good accessory as well. This hat is from Killstar, as well as the glasses. Now, this particular dress is not. It is Lovely by Jen, and it is a dress I got from Die With Your Boots On back in, I want to say 2020 or close to there. I love it so much. I also purchase a decent amount from Disturbia. Disturbia is another one I try to use for everyday clothes. I love the silhouettes that they've been putting out. I feel like they're really bringing back a Victorian-inspired clothing line, as well as just making things feel comfortable. But their quality is not the best. Another shop that I really like is Lively Ghosts. I originally did just buy one corset from them. However, I will say that I just bought 2 more due to the fact that I'm always losing weight. I also have a lot of clothing inspired by them that I bought from off-brand people or something that reminds me of them whenever I'm in New Orleans. Even with getting things that are inspired by Lively Ghost, nothing really duplicates the beautiful lace and everything that they do. I normally wear this corset with everything. This is a brand that I wish that I had more from. It is Foxblood. I bought this back in, I want to say 2020 as well, and I love how flowy it is. It's very jumpy type of fabric, as you can see. And then this corset is from a brand, Thistle Inspire. I absolutely love them, and the skirt I made myself, but this corset feels so iconic. I'm obsessed. Blackwood Castle Clothing is one that I am recently purchasing from. I have heard so many great things about them, so I've been really excited to purchase from them. All that I can say is I'm absolutely obsessed with how it feels, the fact that it has pockets, and I will definitely be buying from them 100% again. Alright guys, well I hope that this was helpful. If you have any other questions and want to know more about my fashion sense or really anything, feel free to leave a comment below and I will see you next time. Bye!